Thank you so much for doing the interviews. I mean, you both are mothers and daughters, you know. So, starting with Glenn, did you have a strong person in your life growing up like grandma was, who gave you direction in life? And who was that?
I had two rather fabulous grandmothers. One of them, my father's mother, was formidable. Um, and I've used her in other parts, in other parts I've played. Um, but they were different from Mama, I have to say.
Glenn, what was the most values or, what did they teach you for life? What is important?
Uh, um, family, family. I think the grandmother who was tough on us was she really was fierce about the family. She if she thought you were going in a direction that she didn't think was right, she said something about it. And now looking back, I can put myself in her shoes and I can understand why she did that, and it makes me look at her in a different light, actually. So yes, but Mama, Mama was so different from my family and from my background that we really, Amy, all of us depended in a huge way on the actual family, on JD and his family, who we met and we were able to talk to and learn about these characters that we had the audacity to try to play.
And Amy, how was it for you? Did you have somebody like your mother or grandmother also when you were young? Were you really maybe a little bit strict with you, but you really learned out of it? You profit.
Absolutely. I mean, my grandmothers were very different than Mama, but also very different from each other. One of them was very gentle and very nature loving. And the other was just sort of a firm, fierce, like every time you went over, you were cleaning her house for her. So we had, and then my mother, one of the things, she's a very strong personality. And again, I'm very different than my mother. We have a lot in common, but one of the things is I tend to be a fearful, I evaluate every situation before I dive in. And my mother was not having any of that. So anytime I'd be afraid to try something, she would really encourage strongly that I try it. So I definitely was pushed into things that I wouldn't have tried if she were not my mother. And I don't know that I'd be who I am without her as my mother, because I'm naturally fearful, and she really encouraged me / forced me past some of those fears, whether it's rock climbing, which I would literally be hanging on the rock crying, saying, let me down. And she's like, not till you get to the top. So she wouldn't have any of it, but I'm grateful for that, because it really did teach me that I could go further than I thought I could.
But you see what we learn also from the movie, what I really loved, that the boy, even he went through Ivy League, and JD, family, he never forgot his roots, and he loved his mother no matter what, even if she broke his heart. So I think if you have a strong family base, no matter how tragic it is, but if love is there, then you're safe. Do you agree, Glenn? Starting.
Yeah, yes. I love is safe. I think I have learned that family is everything, and if that means that love is safe, I come from a family. We're very different. We're very creative, and I, at this point in my life, I've learned enough to know that my real base, my real heart, and my love is with my family.
And Christmas is coming up now. I start with you, Amy, and everybody, it's a family time normally where we all come together. And now it's all different through to Corona. How will you spend Christmas this year?
With my husband and my daughter. I think we've we've created, when she was born, we started sort of adamantly saying that we would always be staying at our house for Christmas and people are welcome to come. But I wanted really her to have established traditions that she could bring to her family someday. So we will be at home, and it's been the three of us before, and it's always just a beautiful, peaceful day when it's the three of us. So we'll miss our extended family, but we also will enjoy the time we get together.
Last question, Glenn, how will you spend your Christmas this year? Different?
My daughter's coming up here early, so my Christmas will be early because I have to leave on the 20th of December to go to Vancouver in order to start filming a film in the beginning of the year. So I will be in quarantine with my wonderful niece and and two dogs up in Vancouver for Christmas.
That sounds a good quarantine. Niece and two dogs, what more do you want?
I know, I'm very lucky.
Okay, thank you so much, ladies. Have a happy holiday and bye from Germany.
You too.